Okay. All right, chat. We're about to talk about something that maybe you'll care about, maybe not. I have been thinking about this all day long. I had to go to work because real life beckoned, and real life is stupid, but I was thinking about this all freaking day. I woke up to some crazy news. Did you guys see this? Did you guys see this? I posted about it on my community page. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, would you look at this? Would you look at that? Please, someone in the chat tell me they know that reference.
First thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is the Square Enix Final Fantasy portal site. I was waking up and trying to wake myself up from bed, and I was sleepily looking through my phone, which is what I do to help myself wake up. And I went to Nintendo Life, and I saw a thumbnail with a Final Fantasy IX picture on it. I went to Push Square, which is the PlayStation news site I use. Final Fantasy IX is there. If anyone knows me or my channel, Final Fantasy IX is my favorite game ever. We're streaming it. Literally, we are streaming it right now, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We have been for a while with mods applied, right? Final Fantasy IX is my life, okay? I made a whole video, you can go check it out, about my top 10 hopes for this rumored Final Fantasy IX remake, which has been in the rumor mill for years at this point, ever since the NVIDIA leak. 5 years ago or something. And it's just been speculation. Until today. Until today! Okay, no remake is confirmed yet, but check this out. Remember last week how Square Enix dropped a Chrono Trigger tweet out of nowhere? Chrono Trigger. The game that's been missing in action for years. Mysteriously so. They dropped a tweet. Hey, it's the 30th anniversary of Chrono Trigger. Expect fun, cool things all year, starting with concerts and merchandise. Okay. Does that mean we're getting a remake? I don't know. And then today, same thing for Final Fantasy IX. It's the 25th anniversary for Final Fantasy IX. Look at this freaking logo, you guys. Chat, look at this logo. Final Fantasy IX's 25th anniversary. Look, this is brand new artwork. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So I'm losing my mind already. Sorry, I need to zoom this up till it's optimal for you guys. Let's keep scrolling, shall we? Let's keep scrolling. Wait, do you like Final Fantasy IX? Says Richard. I see what you did there. What does it all mean, Basil? Haven't played a mainline Final Fantasy game before, actually. Ember, my friend. You're looking for a good place to start? I present to you Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. These are figurines. Look at these. We've got plush dolls down here. Garnet's necklace, which is gorgeous, by the way. Dude, look at this. Oh. Look at this, dude.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah. So here was my first thought. They're dropping 25th Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary merch. This is a redesigned Zidane. And by the way, in the Japanese description, it says a redesigned clothing, it says, of the characters. Is this the look that we're going to have for the Final Fantasy IX remake? Is this based on a project we haven't seen yet? That hasn't been confirmed yet? Dude, look at this freaking statue. Look at the texture on his pants. That's the weirdest sentence I've ever said. But look, would you just look at it? Would you look at this? Dude, look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh, I've been waiting all day to talk about this, you guys. You have no idea, chat. Okay. So I've mentioned in my top 10 hopes for Final Fantasy IX Remake video, I'm just praying they don't do the realistic looking, Kingdom Heartsy looking Dissidia model for Zidane. You know what I'm talking about? The Dissidia fighting game where Zidane looks like... Here, let's pull it up. Zidane Dissidia. This design. Right? This design. It's terrible. I mean, it looks okay, objectively speaking, but this is not the vibes of Final Fantasy IX. This is not Final Fantasy IX. So I was like, please don't do this. Please just make it like the cover art from the original game. Big heads, big hands, goofy looking chibi characters. And we get this? We get this right here? That's the perfect blend! It looks classic. He's a little more realistically proportioned, but it looks cartoony. It looks storybooky. This is perfect! Now, I'm just speculating, obviously. But if this is the design for future projects like the cartoon we've been hearing about for years, the Final Fantasy IX animation, or especially a remake or a remaster of some kind, if it looks like this, dude, I'm done. If it looks like this, dude, I am done. It gets better. It gets better. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Dude, I'm so excited for this. Okay. Jason's wowing. That is so cool. It is, dude. It is. I wish I'd played this so I could register how hype this is. Ember, I'm telling you, on the hype, we're talking about Spinal Tap right now. This is at 11. Yeah, but why don't you just make 10 the loudest, and then you make that louder and make 10 the loudest? Yeah, but these go up to 11. That's what we're looking... This is on... Oh, this is an 11, dude, on the hype scale. For me. Final Fantasy IX means so much to me. The game is amazing. I've explained this many times on the channel. It has a deep emotional meaning to me on multiple levels. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Okay. What is 9 on? So yeah, it's on PS1. It is remastered on Steam, modern consoles, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch even. It's got a remaster. So, and it's a good remaster. So if you want to play it, now's a great time. Okay, it gets better. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, there's Zidane. Look at this beautiful girl. Look at this statue. Again, perfect art style. Perfect. Look at this. This is what we want out of a remake. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's probably just my love for Final Fantasy IX speaking and making my brain fire. But like, something tells me that this remake is real. I've always believed it's real. It was on the NVIDIA leak. It has to be real. And this design is... The Japanese specifically states that they are this is just showing a new design. A redesign for them. It has to be the game. It has to look like this. Can you imagine the other characters? What they look like? Okay, so check this out. My kanji is quite terrible with Japanese, so if you don't know, I'm very fluent in speaking Japanese, but reading not so much. It's a different ballgame. But you've got Dagger's necklace. This is, let's see, here, actually there's a translate right here. But it's cubic zirconia. It's a CZ diamond, a fake diamond. 38,000 yen. So this is like $400. $350. Gorgeous. And look at these cuties. Look at these things. Plushies. Zidane, Vivi, Dagger in her white mage robe, Steiner, Aiko, Quina, Amarant, Freya. Oh, we don't stop there though. There's the main cast. We got Beatrix. We got baby girl Beatrix in the house with this chibi doll and Kuja. Nobody likes Kuja. These are amazing. They're very expensive. 4,400 yen each. 4,400 yen is like 40 bucks each. How tall are these? Let's see. They don't have the stats on here. I bet if you go into the product page. Anyway, this is just the preview. So if you click... this is Square Enix's main page, and if you click this article, there is a devoted website. There's a devoted website to this. That's how serious they are about it. This is its own thing. jp.finalfantasy.com/ff925th. Let's translate this. 英語でください。英語で通訳お願いします。Okay, so there's your figurines and your dolls. Music. The music product Final Fantasy IX 25th Anniversary Vinyl Timeless Tale commemorating the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy IX will be released July 9th, 2015. Apparently this has a new rendition of, I was going to say Eyes on Me. That's Final Fantasy VIII. Melodies of Life. Okay. A storybook. We have a storybook. starring Vivi, our boy. Look at this. Look at this. Bibi to oji-chan to tabidatsu no hi ni is what this is called. So like Vivi and Grandpa and the grand departure of Vivi and his grandpa or something. What is the English? Oh, here we go. Vivi and Grandpa on the day of departure. That's a better translation. Isn't that amazing? Look at this. 44 pages. What? That's crazy. Yeah, Steve, will it better be turn-based? 100%. 100%. Thank you, Bravo. Thank you for the congrats on the 3,000. You're part of this, my friend. You are all part of this. Clearly the plushies are the real redesigns. Ember, stop. Stop that. I would totally play a remake where they look like the plushies. Yeah, it's like that Funko Pop game that came out recently on the Switch. Final Fantasy IX merch, you guys. Check this out. Check this out. By the way, those statues, they're expensive. But is Colby getting them? Yeah, probably. They cost 6,930 yen. So it's like $65 per statue. But you better believe Colby has them both in his shopping cart right now, and as soon as the stream is over, I'm checking out. I'm pre-ordering them. It's gonna run me $129.98 for both of them. Does Colby care? He does not. He does not. He doesn't care. Final Fantasy IX is my life. I need these. I'm a sucker. I need them. This is an impulse buy, but I do not care. I need them. Okay, so far they've announced these statues, one for Dagger, one for Zidane, and if I get these two and they end up announcing the rest later, I'm gonna need all of them. It's gonna be horrible, man. The plushies, the necklace, the book, and the music vinyl album. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I honestly, like, I was thinking about this all day. And I had a very busy work day. And yeah, swipe that credit card. Brandon's in the chat. Esteemed member Brandon. He's one of the OGs. Everyone spam the chat. Maybe make Tantalus and Beatrix full-on playable party members. Bravo, don't even... I feel like I'm going to explode talking about this, dude. Yeah, Hero. $65 is not that bad, considering they're 7 inches tall. So you're talking maybe like this. 7.5 inches. I'm American, so centimeters don't mean anything to me, but they mean something to me, but I can't picture it. And so it says they're 17 centimeters. That's Dagger. Zidane is shorter. No, Zidane's 17. Dagger is 20, because he's crouching down, so he's a little shorter. But they're about 7.5 inches. Almost 8 inches. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, dude. Okay, so anyway, I'm buying these after. I'll post in the Discord my receipt, maybe, with some things redacted, obviously, for security, but I mean, this is amazing. The book is not out for pre-order yet. I tried to add the book to my checkout here, and it didn't work. Or I couldn't find it. It's on the Japanese site, but it's not on the American one yet. Because they probably have to translate it, really. He needs them! Yeah, Stevel, well worth it. 100%. And $8,497 for shipping and handling. Yeah, that's very true. You know what? It's true. And it's fine. It's fine. We're not going to talk about that. Are you getting the plushies too? You know what? I am not, so hot take. I'm not a huge fan of these plushies. They're cute. They're definitely cute, but like they're a little too like abstract for my taste. Not to mention they're so expensive, but like I wish they had like the Vivi's cute and stuff. But I wish they had more like of a face and they were a little bit more like 25% more proportionate. They're just like a little, I don't know. They're not really doing it for me for some reason. I think they're really cool, but like I wouldn't spend a bunch of money on them. Are they going to sell a life-size Beatrix asking for a friend? Stevel, if they do, it's over. It's over. I will do some homework for us, Stevel, and I will share any information I find with you Obviously, this is for science. We need to know this for science. Okay, enough of Final Fantasy IX. I can talk about this forever. Literally forever. This was some of the most exciting news ever. Oh, sorry. The last thing I'll say about this before we move on from Final Fantasy IX news. Think of it this way. I was thinking about this a lot, as I mentioned. Think of it this way. If the Final Fantasy IX remake is real, which I believe it is, I think there's a lot of evidence stacked up to say that it is. If it's real, let's assume it is, this pretty much confirms that they will announce that Final Fantasy IX remake this year, because it's the 25th anniversary year. They're doing this big blowout this year for the 25th. There's no reality where they will party like it's 1999. No, FF9 came out in 2000. There's no way they will party like it's the year 2000. And then in 2026 summer be like, here's the FF9 remake. That makes no sense from a business standpoint. It makes no sense from a marketing standpoint. This feels like it's building toward the remake announcement. It could just be this. It could just be this, and that's fine. Well, it's not fine. I'd be pissed. But if it's real, which I believe it is, it's going to be announced this year. Okay, so if we're following that same line of logic, if it's going to be announced this year, what are the ideal times to do that? I would say a summer state of play or Square Enix presentation. Or is there any big presentations coming up lately or soon, you guys? Any big video game related presentations coming up? You know, maybe this week. Are we going to see Final Fantasy IX remake in the Switch 2 Direct? I doubt it. I'm being realistic. I doubt it. It's doubtful. But could it happen? Crazier things have happened. They also released or did the Chrono Trigger news last week. All right. Are we going to see Chrono Trigger in the Switch 2 Direct? Crazier things have happened. Chrono Trigger launched on the Super Nintendo in '95. There's a lot of talk that third parties are going to be all over this Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Just saying. I'm just saying. They dropped the Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy IX news mere days before the Switch 2 Direct. I'm just saying. I'm just laying it out on the table. You guys make your own deductions of what it could mean.